I'm gonna record some ambience and put it in this track.
Hello everyone, it's Gabby, and today I'm gonna share with you what I eat in a day. I usually start my day by having either a herbal tea or a regular tea, depends. That day I decided to have my favorite, which is like white tea and orange. It's just so good. And then I let it brew on the side and I decided to have some avocado on toast. I had a perfectly ripe avocado and some fresh bread, so that was like a no-brainer. I like my breakfast to be kind of simple, straight to the point, that just will take me a long time to make, just because I like to take my time in the morning, so I just prefer to not have to do that much. And this bread, I mean, guys, this bread was just so delicious. It's like a whole wheat flour bread and just so good. I toast it and I like my toast to be very, very like brown. I just like, it's just so good when it's so crunchy, and I let it cool on the windowsill, and that's just the best. I don't know, like it's just so crunchy, and then you have like the taste and the consistency of avocado is just delicious. And since I only had enough avocado for one toast, I had some butter and jam on the other one, and honestly, like that's my favorite thing to do. I also have some orange juice in the morning, and I watch some Friends, and it's just the best way for me to start my day. I don't always have a snack in the morning, but I was very hungry and I still had a lot to do that morning, so I just decided to have some pistachios just to hold me until lunch. And for lunch, I decided to make a stir fry. I had some leftover rice and a ton of vegetables, so I just decided to have some zucchini with it. And I love zucchini. I think it's just such an easy vegetable to cook. Then on a low heat pan, I add in some olive oil. I wait until it's a bit hotter, and then I add in the zucchini. I decided to have some spinach in it as well, and I just cut them into tinier pieces just so that it could like mix better into the stir fry. Then I made a little bit of a sauce. It's nothing special. It's literally just soy sauce with a little bit of sugar, but I love the taste of it. I saw it in a recipe like a few months ago, and I just love how it makes it taste. So I just decided to throw that in there. Not right away, I just wait for the zucchini to be kind of like golden, and then I added in some pepper, and then I put in the rice just so that it has time to really heat up a little bit more. And when I kind of have everything a bit warmer, I just add in the sauce on a low heat pan just so that it doesn't burn and it doesn't evaporate as well. I added in then the spinach and put on the lid. And then the eggs. We need some protein, and just like it's just the easiest thing I feel like to put in a stir fry, and I just decided to scramble them a little bit. And then I mix everything together. And as you can tell, like the portion was pretty big actually, so I even had some leftover for the next day, which I mean, who doesn't love leftovers? Like when you don't have to cook, especially for lunch, it's just like the best. That was just delicious. That was so filling, so satisfying, but like didn't make me feel super tired after, because sometimes that can happen, like if you eat like something a bit too heavy, but this doesn't happen with that, and just so good. For snack, I just had some apple with a little bit of cinnamon. And same, I don't always have a snack in the afternoon. It really depends if I'm hungry or not. And I feel like apples are just the best thing because like it's crunchy, it's really good. And like with peanut butter or cinnamon, it's just so delicious, but like you're still hungry for dinner. And I also love to have some herbal tea in the afternoon, like especially now that it's winter, it's so cold and I just need something to like warm me up a little bit. For dinner, I decided to make something in the oven. Like these potatoes, like this recipe is something we make all the time because it's so good. So you just cut the potatoes, like you peel them, you cut them into like kind of French fry form, and then you add in some olive oil, some salt, some smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is just the best thing ever. And then some sweet pepper spice, and then some curry spice. Honestly, like that's just so good. You just mix it very well, and then you put it on a baking tray with like baking paper, and you just kind of make sure that they're not like on top of each other, just so that they can all kind of cook evenly but also get super crispy. Then I prepped the fish. I decided to make them in the oven as well since it was already on, and you just add in some olive oil on top, some salt, some pepper, and I just decided to add in a little bit of garlic. I personally love garlic, but my boyfriend doesn't really love like the garlic itself, so I just make big chunks. And then you like kind of fold the baking paper and then the baking foil. Like make sure to use some baking paper if you make this recipe, because foil is really unhealthy for you if it's like stuck to your food. You put everything in the oven. Like you start with the potatoes for 35 minutes, and then 15 minutes into it you put in the fish. And honestly, it's like one of our favorite dinners. It's super easy but so good. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.